no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on the Diddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These no ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad. Stop it, cause it ain't no eck in it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. Ain't biting my tongue. I can't be no goofy, no victim to none of my enemies. Like honestly, be sending me talk from a sip that we when I get to me. My check don't discriminate. Still take deposits if you talking Vietnamese. I just be having my way. Only come out with a pay till I say. Urge you wanna be don't got a whip and rag on no petty. Look, I talk with that on your hip. If you ain't gon' rip it up, pop it. I'm thinking like show me a benefit. Let me dumb it down, Benjamin. For you be not equivalent. Really bad, looking so innocent. Bossy predicament. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on the Diddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. No ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad. Stop it, cause it ain't no eck in it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. Call me Hillary, stay at the bank. Making moves like I'm hiding in the shank. I'm low key, but I pop out in blank. This bun on my knife, I'm trying to look. They do not come for me. Fake, I can't keep no company. Only the real respect my honest. So watch how you coming if you're under me. I'm with it and Rex involved. All that text and calls. Run me that, making no sense at all. They bounce like a basketball. Your boo never coming back. This go stupid, go dumb. Told that boy you gotta pay for some. I sit on the throne, you ain't taking none. You bragging on past, I make for fun. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on the Diddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. No ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad. Stop it, cause it ain't no eck in it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. I ain't keeping up with what you saying on the internet. I ain't keeping up with the news. When I get that daily paper, stop playing me.
Like your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. Don't make me jog your memory. I did upgrade, you didn't upgrade it. The world, how they forgetting me. Please make it make some sense to me. How you talking about the greatest, still ain't greatest, mention me. Them bands, I want the symphony. 15 in it, went instantly. Lately I've been catching plays like
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. Well, this defense for the Bills, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. The Dolphins at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On second down, Mostert. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. Now a guy who played his high school ball at Miami Central, it's James Cook. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. James Cook, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jalen Waddle. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. On the tackle there, Zach Sealer out of Ferris State. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Here's Allen. He's got a man complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 73 yards. And the Bills have moved out in front. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. He'll going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now back to throw. They complete it to Hill. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Come on, let's go. Check three.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They'll try it now with Mostert. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. Deep in the red zone, seemed like they had their mind made up that was 4-down territory, and now they've got it inside the 5.
I like the way you looked at that because you're thinking just like a play caller and a head coach who gave the play caller that authority. It was.
And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. 3rd down. Here's a run by Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 105 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
And now they'll throw with Allen rolling to his right. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook. And that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 10 more there and another first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Dan, let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
They'll run with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's Byron Jones breaking up that play before it could really get started.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
2nd down and goal. Allen. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his track. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Allen with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, CD, that's his second touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw here. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. Hines now on the return. Ooh, with a juke. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Allen to throw once more. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Allen from the gun on third down. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. It turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you wonder if with Allen's arm, they might just take their chances by dialing up a long one. Being chased out left. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And he'll manage only a couple here up to about the 27. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And now a hook up downfield on second down. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen now looks to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Bills have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He'll hit Mostert again here. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Back to throw now on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 38-yard line. Back to throw again. That's going to be caught downfield by Hill. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 38 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are all tied at 28. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Allen. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To the air, Allen. And this is Cook with the grab. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run with Hines. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Allen going to go on 4th down. Flush to his right. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Keon Crossen. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Forced, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Von Miller able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw here. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the 4th. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ballgame, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very... And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he will bring it back. It's a pick scores, and a Dolphins touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Cook again. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Allen going to throw. And that is caught. It's Davis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 145 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Bills have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They hand it off to Mostert. And he's got room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Wilson trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Alec Ingold punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. The left side caught by Diggs.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
First down for Stephon Diggs there. We've really seen him become a true superstar in the last couple of seasons. He's made his first 2 Pro Bowls after 2020, 2021 with a career-high 10 touchdowns to cap off the 2021 season. And only Cooper Kupp and Devontae Adams have more catches than him since 2020.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him. For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll run right side with Mostert.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team, privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Dolphins, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.